Just taking a moment to reflect on gratitude and connections here in this practice today. This month we have been focusing on cultivating gratitude. And in this practice today, I'd like to invite you to reflect on the connections in your life. This could be connections to family or friends, to yourself even, or your connection to nature. Gratitude begins often with connection. And throughout today's practice, we'll be softening into heart-opening postures, feeling into the front and the back side of the heart space. So as you breathe through your practice today, just thinking about softening the body and being open to reflecting on those connections, whatever they are, and always coming back to the breath as an anchor here in this space. Our minds don't wander too far. So just taking a moment to set an intention, if you'd like to set one before we begin practice today. If there's something or someone that you'd like to dedicate your practice to, feel free to do that. And we'll just find some length in our spine. So lengthening the spine on the inhale. Think about bringing the heart center forward as we draw the shoulder blades together. And just finding that flow of breath, connecting with the base of our spine to the crown of your head. Just affirming that connection here with the earth beneath you, supporting you. And we'll walk the hands out a little, wherever feels good to you, and allowing the spine to round, and our gaze to draw inward. And as you breathe here, just a couple of breaths, just beginning to open up the back side of the heart space, breathing into the shoulders. Letting them come down away from the ears. Inhale, walk the hands back. We'll bring our right leg out, long, toes flexed towards the body. Left foot comes somewhere towards the middle-ish, wherever's comfortable for you. And then we'll come forward again, walking the hands out here. Keep those toes flexed so you can feel a sensation in the back side of the right leg. And as you let your spine round here, really anchor down the hips, sinking that left hip down, feeling that stretch in the lower back and in the back side of our right leg. Softening here, just bowing towards the earth. Grateful for the support that it provides, a connection with the earth. Walk the hands back. Then we're just going to kick this leg back. So our right leg kind of like a zigzag shape with our legs here. And then lengthen our spine again, and then inhaling and reaching up, lengthening, reaching through the torso. Exhale and bring the right hand to the left knee. So we're just gently opening up to the left side here. Just a gentle twist here. That right hip is going to want to come off the mat. See if you can sink it down as much as possible. And you can stay here if you'd like to fold over that left leg, you can, but we really want our hip to be in contact with the mat. So just be mindful of wherever you are in this, that hip is pretty close to the earth. And exhale, unwind. Bring both legs back through center, moving into the opposite side. Extend the left leg out, toes flex towards the body. Right foot towards the midline, finding some length, and then walking the hands out a little, deepening that stretch. Softening into the back side of the left leg, the lower back. And inhale, walk the hands back, kick that left leg back, coming into that zigzag shape, reaffirming the hips, and then lengthening on the inhale. Exhale, left hand to the right knee, right hand plants on the mat. You can open up to the right side as much as it feels safe to do so or comfortable for you here. Taking 3 breaths here. Exhale, unwinding through center. We'll bring the legs out in front, knees bent. We're just going to bring the arms to the insides, grabbing onto our ankles or our shins, and then we're going to walk the feet back, just kind of like doing an upright happy baby. So lengthening the spine here, and then we're just letting the knees fall open however much they do. So we're just stretching into the hips here, lengthening the spine, bring the heart center forward, drawing the shoulder blades together. Deep belly breaths here. more breaths. And then exhale, release, and we'll come into tabletop on our mat. So you may want to have your blanket here to cushion your knees for a little bit. On a square tabletop, having the knees squared under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. And just become acquainted with your navel here, gently drawing it in towards the spine, supporting our spine. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze comes forward, heart center opens forward to the front of the room, tailbone rises. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, press into the mat and round the spine. Just moving through some cat-cows here. Inhaling, dropping into cow. Let the tailbone rise and heart center come forward, opening through the front side of the body here. As we exhale, rounding the spine, opening through the back side of the body, creating space in the back side of the heart center. Move through these just for a couple of minutes at your own pace. Notice the breath in the body, match it with the movement here. Feel into the corners of your body and just check in. Notice how you're feeling today. See if there are any places that feel a little tight. Spend some time there. You can move around outside of that cat-cow shape if that feels good to the body. You need to stretch into the hips or the shoulders. Just taking your time here and some free form movement. We'll come back through tabletop. Extend the right leg back, tucking the toes, and then we'll just stretch into the heels. So the toes tucked, and we're gently sending the hips back and stretching into the back side of that leg. And then release and come into the other side. Extending the left leg back, stretching through the sole of the left foot, back of the leg. And then we'll shift onto the inside edge of that left foot and swing the right leg back, coming into a gate pose. Inhaling, drawing that left arm up. Stretching through the left side of the body. You can bring the arm towards the ear, reaching forward. And exhale, lower down, coming back through tabletop, and switching to the opposite side, extending that right leg out again, reaching through the sole of the foot, and then coming open into gate. Stretching through the right side body. And lower down, back through tabletop. Bring the big toes together, knees towards the edges of the mat. Send the hips back and just find a wide leg child's pose here. Softening the heart towards the mat, letting our forehead come to rest on the mat. Taking 10 breaths here, breathing deeply into the belly. Each exhale, let the hips sink down a little more, opening, releasing any tension. Gaze comes towards the fingertips. We'll walk the hands back towards the body. Tuck the toes. We'll come into just kind of sitting back in a toe squat here. So we have our knees together, toes are tucked, and we're stretching through the soles of the feet. You can have your hands on the mat or walk the hands up, coming into an upright position. It's about 30 seconds here. We won't be here too long. And release. Tap the tops of the feet to the mat. And coming back to our tabletop, move into a low lunge. So just step or walk the right foot forward to meet the hands. And then inhale, press through the right foot, drawing the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms back. Little back bend here as we open the heart space. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, open the heart space. One more. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, opening. Pause here. Breathe into the heart center. Imagine it softening a little. Inhale, lengthen and reach. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot back. Take a downward dog here, tucking both toes, lifting the knees, hips, raise towards the sky, press back. Bend the knees as much as you need here. Maybe even widen the stance. Bringing the heart center towards the thighs. Gaze comes towards the navel. Nice even breath here. On your next exhale, slowly lower down, coming back through tabletop, and walking or stepping the left foot forward to find that lunge on the opposite side. Make any adjustments that you need here. You can tuck the back toes for stability. Press through the left foot. Inhale, reaching skyward. Exhale, cactus the arms. Open the heart center, little back bend. Inhale, reach. Lengthen. Exhale, open. One more time. Lengthening on the inhale. Exhale, opening. Pause here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. And step or walk the left foot back. Lower all the way down to the mat on your belly. Bringing the hands under the shoulders. Just little baby cobras here. Inhaling, pressing through the hands, lifting the heart space. Exhale, lower down. Left ear to the mat. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, lowering down, right ear to the mat. Last one here, holding at the top. Inhaling, gaze comes skyward. One more breath. Exhale, lower down. Slide the hands out in front, coming to the forearms. Elbows stacked under the shoulders, finding Sphinx pose. Draw the shoulder blades together. Open the heart center. Gaze comes between your hands. Just let go of any tension that you might be holding in the legs or in the hips. Just give yourself a moment here to pause. You can also come all the way down to the mat, resting your head on your forearms if you'd like, or you can bring the arms out towards the edges of the mat. Making sure to take care of our lower back, care for our spine. Just pausing here for about 2 minutes. And exhale, lower all the way down. Coming to rest your head on your forearms stacked at the top of your mat. Give your spine a moment to be straight here. Hands under the shoulders, press back. We'll move our blanket out of the way here. Coming into tabletop briefly before finding downward dog. Pressing back, tucking the toes, hips skyward, the tailbone rise. Make any adjustments that you need here, widening your stance or bending the knees. And draw your gaze towards the front of the mat. Step or hop, tiptoe your way to the front of the mat. And don't come all the way up yet. We're going to take just this dangling posture with the feet hip distance apart, grabbing our elbows and just letting our knees bend and our spine round and our head to come towards our mat. And just imagine all of the tension or tightness that's held in the shoulders being released. You can rock side to side here a little if you'd like. And when you're ready, rooting through the soles of the feet, inhaling slowly, coming up one vertebrae at a time. Reaching the top, finding mountain. Our feet hip distance apart, tailbone sinks downwards, slightly tucking the tailbone even. Opening the heart center, palms shine forward, shoulders down away from your ears and rooting through the soles of your feet. Just take a moment here in this grounding posture to reconnect with your intention or with those connections that we talked about in the beginning of your practice. Just a moment here to touch in, check in with that. If we've lost it, see if we can bring it back into our awareness. Let's bring the hands to the hips. And you want to check in with your feet. Make sure they're hip distance apart here. We're just going to do a little bit of mobility, balancing here. So just checking in with where our balance is in our body. So on the inhale, just think about bringing that right knee up. If you need to keep the toes in contact with the mat, you can. So just start here, just raising that right knee up. Holding here, 3, 2, 1, release. Opposite side, rooting through the right foot. Inhale, drawing that knee up, nice and slow. Toes flexed. 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, this time we're going to draw the right knee up. 3, 2, 1. Hinge forward, exhaling, stepping that foot back, just the toes. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Exhale, release. So it's inhale, raising the knee up. Exhaling, hinging forward, tap the toe. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, release. You got it? Okay, opposite side. Inhale, draw the left knee up. Exhale, send the toes back, tap. Inhale, drawing the knee up. Exhale, release. And again, inhaling, knee up. Exhaling, sending back, toes tap.
Inhale all the way up. Exhale, release. Okay, opposite side. This time we're going to set that foot all the way down. So inhaling, drawing the knee up. Exhaling, hinging forward. Set that right foot back all the way down. Wherever you can have your feet like they're kind of on a railroad track. So you might need to shorten the stance, but we want both heels firmly planted. Okay. Inhaling, bringing the arms up into a warrior one here. Lengthening. Exhale, we're going to open up our stance into warrior two, bending into that front leg. Bring the arms out to a T. 3 breaths. Flip the front hand up. Right hand comes to the small of the back. And take it into a reverse warrior. Inhaling, coming all the way back up. And stepping forward to the front of your mat. Coming in to the opposite side. Inhaling, bring the left knee up. Exhaling, stepping back into that warrior one. Lengthening, 3 breaths. Exhale, come into warrior two, bending through the front knee. Arms out to a T, gaze comes over the front fingertips, 3 breaths. Find your reverse warrior. Opening up through the side body. Inhale, coming all the way back up to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Turn the toes so the feet are parallel. So we're coming into a wide-legged forward fold stance. You can bring the hands to the hips. Rooting through our soles of our feet. Hinge at the hips, keeping the back flat. And coming into a forward fold. So just halfway here. Lengthening the crown, flatten the back. If you need to bring your blocks here to support you, you can do that too. Bringing our blocks in front for support. And then exhale, let the spine round as you come all the way down, either placing the hands on the floor or on your blocks. And inhale, coming all the way up. Walk the feet in just a little. So I'm just outside of your hips. We're going to bring the arms out to a T. Lengthening through the arms and through the crown of the head. As you exhale, bring the left hand towards the right ankle or right knee, right leg. So we're just switching here. Open up. Exhale, opposite side. Right hand to the left ankle. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Left hand to the right ankle. Inhale all the way up. Do 5 on each side at your own pace. And when you're done, step forward to the top of your mat, meeting me here. Okay. That's the most movement we're going to do today, friends. Okay, let's circle sweep the arms up on the inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, plant the hands, and come all the way down to your mat, back to a tabletop. So if you want to move your blanket back, you can. Take any postures you need to take. Yes, child's pose is great. You want to stretch for just a moment here. Before coming back to tabletop. We're just going to find pigeon. So we'll bring our bolster or our blocks nearby towards the front of the mat. We'll draw the right knee forward towards the right wrist, and then lengthen that left leg back. So we're coming into pigeon here, and you can use a block underneath the hip for support. You can use your bolster here, and you can come down to the forearms if you want to, or you can stay up on the hands. Just find where you'd like to be today. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. Just beginning to wind down into our meditation. So if the breath feels labored, see if you can find this time to reset, to find some stillness, and to let the breath settle naturally in the body. And walk the hands back. Release any props. And come into the opposite side. You may want to just stretch through the back of that leg. And then move into the left side, drawing the left knee towards the left wrist. Extending the right leg back and using any props that you need here. Coming into a place that you can find stillness and really relax into the posture.
spot. Release any props and come to lay on your back on the mat. We'll just have the knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Just take a few windshield wiper motions with the knees back and forth, nice and gentle. And coming back through center, we'll walk the feet out towards the edges of the mat and let the knees fall in towards each other. And walk the feet in. Maybe hug the knees in towards the body. A little rock side to side, just releasing the lower back. And we'll move into the meditation portion of the practice today. So whatever position is comfortable for you, if you'd like to grab some props, blankets, whatever you need to feel supported here. We'll just take a couple of breaths here to begin to let go of the beginning of our practice here and just let go of anything that did or didn't happen as expected. Allow the breath to just come to a natural rhythm, whatever feels comfortable for you. If it feels safe to do so, you can close your eyes. And just begin to notice the breath as it settles in the body without shifting it or changing it. Just noticing how it moves effortlessly and naturally. Allowing your body to relax and your mind to soften. Giving yourself permission to rest here and to receive. Feel the breath fill the lungs on the inhale and exhale gently through the mouth. Your shoulders soften towards the earth and your jaw relax. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. Just imagine, if you can, roots growing from the soles of your feet into the earth. Feel the stability and the support beneath you. Connecting you to earth energies. With every inhale, think about drawing in a sense of safety and belonging. And each following exhale, releasing any tension or worry from the body. Bringing your awareness to your feet, gently thank them for carrying you through this experience. Moving your attention upwards to the legs, offering gratitude for their strength and mobility. Into our bodies, into our belly, our nourishment, our heart for compassion, our arms, our hands, your neck, your head. Grateful for our bodies that can move through a practice in any way. Our bodies that carry us through our day-to-day lives. Maybe coming into awareness of the heart space, connecting with our heartbeat. Thanking our hearts for love and resilience. And coming back to our connections and our gratitude for these connections. Imagine yourself standing at the center, and all of these connections around you, connected by a thread of golden light. Connections to people or places in your life. Connection to yourself. Affirming our gratitude. You can take a moment to focus on each specific connection, picturing a person or group, community in your mind. Feel the warmth and the love that this connection brings into your life. And silently expressing your gratitude for the ways in which that connection enriches you. the energy flowing both to and from your heart space. This relationship of giving and receiving. And close this visualization with an affirmation. I am deeply connected to the people and energies that surround me. I honor these connections with gratitude and love. I am deeply connected to the people and energies that surround me. I honor these connections with gratitude and love. Begin to deepen the breath. Make gentle movements with the fingers and toes. And take your time coming back to a seated position. Bringing the hands to the heart space in some way, either in prayer or with the hands over the heart. Taking a moment to thank yourself for carving out this time to come to your mat, to practice today, to connect with your body, your mind, and your breath. I'm grateful for bodies that can move through this practice in any way. Grateful for people to practice with, and a beautiful space to practice in. It is my greatest wish that you carry the benefit of this practice with you throughout the rest of your evening, your week, and beyond. Thank you. Thank you.